I am Cassandra Fuller. Steve Bowers is waiting in the wings. We've had a little bit of a glitch today, so I'm going to give you a little bit of rundown of who we're going to have on the show. We've got Anna Kate Craig. She's with Madison County Fire Department. She's Community Risk Reduction Coordinator. They've got an event coming up for Fire Prevention Week you might want to take part of. And then we have Brian Price and family. We're actually going to talk to them, and they're actually going to be our entertainment as well. They live in Thomasville, Georgia. Brian's a Southside UT Martin graduate, and he's pastor of music there at Dawson Street Baptist Church. So he's going to give us a little bit of information about him and his music and his family. And then we'll have Lisa Atkins Pettigrew and Brooke Shaw. There's a cool community project coming up to thank essential workers. We don't know what it is, so we're going to wait to find out. Megan Houston is here with the Hope Cafe to talk a little bit about that, and I'm sure she's going to tell us about some good food. Debbie Childress is here. She is Grief Share Director. They've got an event coming up. And Brian McQuiston and Melanie Davis. Melanie's the home care consultant, and Brian is the owner of Home Instead Senior Care. We've got some information about how stress affects working daughters and sons that are taking care of their seniors during this pandemic. And like I said, Brian Price and his family, it's Brian and Tanya, Chandler, Carly, and Kara are going to be our entertainment for today. So be sure to stay tuned, find out all about our events going on. And when we come back, Steve will probably be with us. So stay tuned.
It's still hard to think that your child had cancer. The thought of them not being here, it was terrifying.
Going through treatment for cancer can be quite difficult for patients. That's why platelets are so vital.
When he would get the platelets, he would perk right up. Just so thankful that somebody had taken the time out of their day to donate platelets.
Please help give them hope and the strength to carry on. Donate platelets.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JA today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back to Six in the City, and apparently Steve's taking a hiatus from the show today. I think that's his excuse. Somewhat of a technical glitch. But anyway, I'm here to talk to Anna Kate Craig. She's with the Madison County Fire Department Community Risk Reduction Coordinator. Anna Kate, glad to have you on the show today. How's it going?
Thank you so much for having me. It's great. Thank you.
Wonderful. So you guys have got a couple of things that you want to talk about. What's going on with the fire department?
Yes, ma'am. So October 10th through 4th through the 10th serve as Fire Prevention Week, with this year's theme being serving up fire safety in the kitchen. So we're taking a little bit of a different stance this year as far as getting the community involved. So throughout next week, we'll be unveiling some videos of fire safety tips, especially in the kitchen. We'll have some special guests on there. We've got Sparky the fire dog teaching some kitchen safety. And then we're also hosting a smoke detector drive at both of the Food Giant locations on Christmasville Road and South Highland this upcoming Sunday, the 4th.
This coming Sunday, the 4th. Okay. Well, that sounds great. It'd be interesting to see what Sparky the dog has to share, right?
Absolutely. It's always something interesting with Sparky.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure. And then also you guys have a new app. Is that correct?
Yes, Ma'am, so we have partnered up with the Jackson-Madison County Regional Health Department to launch an app. So it's a great resource for the community to find information for the fire department, for the health department, different resources and classes that we offer. We'll be uploading calendar of events, for upcoming things. So it'll be a great tool. You can search it on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store by searching Madison County Fire and Health.
Madison County Fire and Health.
Ma'am, find it there.
Well, that's a fairly new app, correct? This is something that you guys haven't had before and haven't done before.
We launched it, I believe it was last week.
Okay.
We officially launched it.
Officially launched, so it's brand spanking new.
Ma'am.
So what all goes on? I know we talked about the app. What all goes on during Fire Prevention Week? I know we talked a little bit about it, but
Yeah, so we've got videos for the smoke alarm drive, some information about that. It's a free program that we have through the state called Get Alarm Tennessee. So we offer free smoke alarm installation for anyone. The city has it as well, and the county. So with our drive, what we're trying to do is just inform people that that's a service that we have. So we'll come to your house and install smoke alarms for you. And then I forgot to mention, but we will have address markers as well. So it's a $20 double-sided reflective address marker.
oh, that goes out by the mailbox, the green with the reflective numbers on it. Okay.
Right. So it's a great thing to have. You never know when an emergency is going to happen at your home. So you want to make sure that those emergency responders can find your home in a timely manner.
That's true. You don't want them driving up and down your street looking for your house number when your house number could be, your marker could be laying down in the grass. So the smoke alarms, is this something that you guys are providing and installing, or is this something that we have to go and purchase and then you guys will come in and install?
So we'll do both. We'll provide and install it for you. And this is something we do year round. So it's not just right now, it's not on a time limit. But we provide it to everyone year round if you ever need one, if you've got family members that need them. And kind of going back to the app, you'll be able to find our information there to put in a request.
All right, that's wonderful. It is the smoke alarm drive that's coming up October the 4th. It'll be at Food Giant Christmasville and Food Giant on South Highland from 1 to 4. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. And then be sure to download the app for the Madison County Fire and Health Department. You can find out lots of great information about the fire department, about the health department. I'm sure you can get a calendar of events, lots of things going on with that. Well, congratulations on the app. That's big news.
Thank you so much. We're excited about it.
I'm sure. All right. Well, thank you so much, Anna Kate Craig, for being here with us. I'm sure you guys stay busy there at the fire department, and especially you as the community risk reduction coordinator. So I appreciate you taking the time to come on and tell everybody about what's going on. So thanks so much.
Have a great day.
Thank you very much. And stay tuned. We'll be back. We're going to be talking to Brian Price and his family, who is not only our entertainment, but also a guest interview. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Yeah, since I'm such a pro.
Oh, everybody's on right now. Excuse me,
I
I'll
know.
break in.
Welcome back to Six in the City, and Steve is back.
Just some technical.
I'm so glad you changed your mind and decided to come back.
Yeah, just some technical difficulties. You know, if I got a shirt and tie on, I'm planning on doing Six in the City, I wouldn't be wearing one.
I know, that's right. Well, we just talked to Anna Kate Craig about some information, but now we're going to talk to Brian Price and his family. He's got Tanya, Chandler, Carly, and Kara. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Yeah, I just found out from Janet Wilbanks that Carly and Clayton were in NICU at the same time.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
February 2003, she was born and had spent 2 weeks in there, and I think y'all were in there at the same time.
Yeah, we were there. We were there a little over 3 months, so we got to see a lot of people come and go. Yeah. It all turned out really well. What a great place! What a wonderful unit that is here.
It is great place to be.
You know, I just found out, Brian, that they're going to expand that. I think to around 42 beds and put private rooms in a good portion of it. So they're really spread.
Really?
So, well, tell us the story about Brian Price and family. What is this?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said, tell us about Brian Price and family. What is this musical ensemble you've got here?
Oh, so this is just. So me and my two daughters, we sing, and then my wife plays the drums, and then our oldest son Chandler, he plays guitar. Yeah, oldest child. So he plays guitar, and so we every now and then we'll play for our church or wherever. And actually, when the quarantine started back in March, when everybody went quarantine and churches were closed too, but we were able to do live stream from our church. So we actually furnished the music for probably for about a couple months, and helped in that way. So that's who we are. I'm the associate pastor of music at Dawson Street Baptist Church in Thomasville, Georgia, and we've been here it'll be 6 years next month.
Okay.
So before that, Taney and I both went to Southside High School. I graduated in 94. She graduated in 95. We both went to UT Martin, graduated from there. And so now we're here in South Georgia.
Okay. Well, it's good to have you with us. When did the family start performing?
When did we do that? I guess as when he started playing guitar, it started off with our little one, she just started singing not too long ago with us. And so all five of us really, probably a couple years, maybe longer than that.
Yeah.
With her.
Oh, with her, yeah, 2 years.
So before she started, probably it's been 10 years, maybe.
Okay. Well, it's really good to have you with us. So have you, I guess, as a result of this COVID experience and being able to stream, is that going to be something you're going to continue to do?
Now, back in June, our church started meeting back together.
Right.
So we haven't played together since probably, I think, May.
Oh, sorry.
But I think a lot of people has asked to have us play and sing again. So we'll go and do that probably again here pretty soon before Christmas. But I'll also sing with my dad and my two brothers who are living in Tennessee. So we'll get together and sing as well. It just runs in the family, so we like to do that.
Just a whole family of musical talent, sounds like.
That's right.
Nothing wrong with that.
What kind of music do you perform, Brian?
It's just mainly Christian music, from hymns to contemporary. I think all the songs that we're doing on the show today is all contemporary.
Christian.
There's 3 songs that all of us are playing and singing, and then there's 1 song that just me and my oldest daughter sings together. So,
Brian, if people want to find out more about your music or whatever, how can they do that, or how can they follow you?
Well, you can just go to DawsonStreetBaptist.org, and that's our home church. And also on Facebook page, Dawson Street Baptist Church on Facebook. We also have our YouTube channel, DSBC Media, and follow us there. We have services each week uploaded there. And so that's a few ways you can follow us there.
Well, Brian, it's really great to have you with us. Carly, it's very good to see you. It's a blessing in my heart to see you. Clayton is a senior. We're graduating this year, and so it's good to know, there is life after NICU.
That's right. There is.
It's a good life. Good life. We're going to take this break, and we're going to bring on to here on Six in the City. This is Brian Price and family. Now that we know the family, let's hear the performance.
That's right.
Trusted you, stepped out on the ocean. You caught my hand among the waves, 'cause you're the God of all my days. Each step I take, you make a way, and I will give you all my praise. My seasons change, you stay the same. You're the God of all my days. I ran from you, wandered in the shadows, and found the God who relentlessly pursues. And I worshiped you, felt you right beside me. You're the reason that I sing, 'cause you're the God of all my days. Each step I take, you make a way, and I will give you all my praise. My seasons change, you stay the same. You're the God of all my days. In my searching, God, you are my answer. In my blindness, God, you are my vision. In my bondage, God, you are my freedom. In my weakness, God, you are my power. You're the reason that I sing, 'cause you're the God of all my days. Each step I take, you make a way, and I will give you all my praise. My seasons change, you stay the same. You're the God of all my days.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, JOIN, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/text-alerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller with you, and we'll have more with Brian Price and family. So, Cassandra, you say they sound great.
Yeah, I was listening. I was listening to them actually on our streaming channel on EPlusTV6.com while we were in.
Okay,
so it was great.
Everything's going with more of them coming. Lisa Adkins is with us. Lisa, how are you this day?
Hey, I'm wonderful, guys. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Well, Lisa's here to talk about a cool community event. So what is this event, Lisa?
Well, it's really interesting. It started with, I'm the new sales and hospitality ambassador for the Oak Country store. And Clark and Brooks started a program with gift cards, and people can get a gift card at a discount until October 20th in 3 different tiers. But then my brain started thinking about essential workers, and my brain started thinking, what can we do to make a difference right now in our community? I'm a very community focused person. So I went to Clark and I said, I think we could take it to another level. What if we could get the gift cards in the hands of frontline essential workers?
Okay.
And so just imagine that, because we had some people who actually came in and purchased gift cards that were unsolicited. And I describe it as you plug up a Christmas tree. What happens when you plug up a Christmas tree? Everything kind of lights up, right, guys?
Right.
So that's what happened.
Except in my house, when about half the strands are out.
Don't go to Steve's house at Christmas.
so guys, it really deeply moved me. And I thought, okay, first of all, I want to say we have a lot of essential workers in Jackson. So we don't want to exclude anyone, but you have to start somewhere.
Right.
So we started with the Jackson Madison County General Hospital. I called Deanne Thurman at the Thielen at the hospital and spoke with her and shared with her that we would like to get a gift card in every hand of every employee at that hospital. Do you guys have any idea how many people that is?
That is a lot.
Several thousand, yeah.
It's 3,500. Okay.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And so then the Cancer Center was our next line of defense. And that's 300 employees there. And then our third person that we were going to hit first is Lifeline Blood Services, because y'all all know we've had some critical blood shortages and they've been frontline defense. So that's 75 people. So that's a total of 3,875 people that we would like to get a gift card in their hands as essential workers to say thank you and light them up. My Christmas tree as well. And so we can't do that without the help of the community. Okay. So we need participation from the community, from individuals, from business owners, from corporate sponsors. That's a lot of gift cards. Right. But I think from the response that I have been getting personally, guys, I feel like it's just, once the message is out, I don't think it's going to be a problem getting the money in from participants.
And you said there were 3 different tiers of gift cards that could be purchased. Is that right?
Well, there are 3 different gift card tiers, but it's called Feed the Need in West Tennessee for essential workers. Okay. That's the actual program that includes the hospital, the Cancer Center, and Lifeline Blood Services. Okay. So that's the Feed the Need in West Tennessee that we need participation and help from the community to call me. Okay. And find out how they can make that happen.
Okay. How do they do that, Lisa?
Yeah, what's your number, Lisa?
It's seven. I want to y'all blow it up, okay? It's 731-234-0533. And I have shown up at the hospital with little wings, angel wings on, little bee wings to be involved, be a participant. And I can tell you what, the hospital, some of the employees have found out, and they're super excited.
All right. Well, that's right. Is this posted anywhere on your Facebook page or web page?
It is. It's on my LinkedIn page. It's on my Facebook page, and there's one post about it so far on the Brookshaw's Old Country Store page.
Old Country Store as well. Okay.
Yes.
We'll check that out. Well, Lisa, best to you in this holiday. Glad to see you. Glad you're working with Art Shaw. It's great to have you with us. Continued best in the program.
I appreciate it.
2340533. That's 2340533.
Yes.
We're going to be rejoined once again by Brian Price and family.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
I knew it hurt her.
My heart broke in half, and I felt like I was about as close to losing her as I was going to get.
And active addiction, you don't know what's going on. What I thought about was the little girl with the pageant dress on. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be doing these things. There is hope.
She found inside herself that she's way better than that, and she rose from it.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller with you, and we're joined by Megan Houston from the Hope Cafe. Megan, good to have you with us.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
The Hope Cafe is part of the Women of Hope, right? It's located where?
It's located at 701 South Royal Street.
So it's on Royal Street near that Y with Highland down there, where the bakery and all that was or is, or right?
Right. Yeah, next to where the bread store was.
Okay, so people are familiar with Jackson know this here. Well, what goes on at the Hope Cafe?
Well, a little bit of everything. It's more than food. It's fellowship too. It's just a really good atmosphere, and we get a lot of new customers every day from musicians that show up and like to play, and it's a lot of fun in here at all times. So it's really been a blessing.
So what are your hours there, Megan?
We're here Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 2, and then we've recently just started doing Friday nights. And that's going to be here and there, but that's from 5 to 8, and it's something we're trying out, and we're working towards having that every Friday night.
You guys have regular set menus of the food that you offer, or?
Yes, we do. Our lunch menu is a little different than our dinner menu. We have barbecue, chicken, burgers. We have turkey, brisket. But on our dinner menu on Friday nights, we do fried catfish and shrimp and crawfish tails and a few different things that we don't offer during the week.
Okay. Well, do you guys have a Facebook page or a website that people can go to find out like the lunch of the day?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a special every day, but they can follow us on Facebook at Hope Cafe and Barbecue. And then we also have a website. It's hopecafeandbarbecue.com. They can order through Chow now and Waiter also.
Okay. Hope Cafe, and is it A&D or the ampersand?
It's A&D.
And is it BBQ?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Hope Cafe and Barbecue. Okay. Right. Megan Houston is with us from the Hope Cafe. Now you have special items, right? I know you have desserts and everything else that everybody just raves about.
Yes, we do. We have a strawberry waffle bowl that's made from the batter that our muffins and our hope cakes are made from, and it's filled with ice cream and strawberries and whipped cream, and we sell quite a few of those. We have extreme shakes. We have many different flavors in those. We do strawberry shortcake, peanut butter pie, banana pudding.
Holy
changes from day to day. We keep it.
all the favorites.
Well, I've had a lot of things. I've never had a waffle bowl strawberry thing, whatever that is.
You have got to come in and try. It's phenomenal. You need to eat one a day, it seems like.
I really think you need to go get one of those extreme shakes, Steve.
Yeah, okay, can do that. Now you have Hope Cake as well, right?
Yes, we do. We have Hope Cakes. Now, those have to be pre-ordered, and they can order them up here like the day before. Okay. So the lady that makes them, Shelby Fisher, it gives her time to make them and send them up here. And then we sell the Hope Muffins, which is the same batter. We sell those in the cafe every day for our customers that come in.
We're talking about the Hope Cafe, which is on South Royal near the Highland intersection there in the south part of the city on that Y. going into Highland Avenue. So 11 until 2, Tuesday through Friday, and then on Friday nights, every Friday night, or you say it just varies?
Well, we've been doing it pretty consistently the past 3 Friday nights. But we have graduations a lot of times on Friday night, so it's hard to do it every Friday night. But we will be open this Friday night.
Okay. And all this money funnels in and helps not people that are at the Women of Hope, but also the program itself. Then
that's correct. All the proceeds go back into the Women of Hope to pay the way.
For people who don't know what Women of Hope is, give us a little idea of that.
Women of Hope is a year-long drug and alcohol program for women to come to. There'll be in-house treatment for 9 months, and then the last 3 months they, get the option to go and work. It's a faith-based program. I went through the program myself and graduated in July, and it was a lifesaver for me. Absolutely.
Well, good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Megan, it's really good to see you, and then to see, I hope people will keep that in mind. You do gift certificates and things there?
We do.
Okay.
We do. And they could call to our number at the cafe, 731-736-2444.
Okay.
736-2444. Steve, we got to go down there and get some of that.
I'm ready to dive into that bowl of strawberries and waffles.
Waffle bowl and the shake and burger and everything else.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all should come and see us sometime.
All right, we'll do it. Megan, sure will. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much,
I'm hungry
Megan.
already. We're going to be back with more as we continue Six in the City.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City. We're joined by Debbie Childress. And after that last segment, Debbie and all of us have been talking about going to get something to eat.
That's right. Y'all are starving me now.
Tell you what, it sounds pretty amazing. We got something special to discuss with Debbie, and it's called Grief Share. And so, Debbie, what is this?
Grief Share is a 13-week grief recovery program that is non-denominational, and it's open to anybody that has lost somebody they love to death.
Okay. That could be a spouse, child, whatever?
Whatever.
Friend, close friend?
Whatever. If
Okay,
you loved them and they died, then and you're grieving, it's open for you.
When does this start, or how often is this done then?
Well, we do Grief Share. Since it's 13 weeks, we carry on Grief Share all year long. Usually take about a 2-week break between semesters. We just finished a semester despite COVID. Okay. But we'll be starting another new semester. We've actually got 3 events coming up starting in October.
Okay.
What
are they?
The first event is a one-night event called Surviving the Loss of Your Spouse. Obviously, it's designed for someone who's lost their spouse, and it will focus in on having to learn how to make adjustments in your life when you've lost your spouse. Now, sometimes we have people that come to this. We've had people that were engaged and their fiance died right before the wedding. So you don't necessarily have to be married, but if it's somebody that's that significant other in your life, we certainly welcome you to that. So we will have that one on October the 13th at 6 p.m., Calvary Baptist Church. That's 119 Orwell Road. And then we'll have our regular Grief Share semester, which will start on October the 20th. That one will run for 13 weeks.
Okay.
Same place, same time, 6 p.m. And then the third event we're having this fall is we're going to have Surviving the Holidays. That's a one-night event.
Okay.
And as you can imagine, you know, when you've lost somebody you love and you're coming up to your first holiday,
Okay.
it's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
It is. So that is another one-night event that someone can register to, and to kind of help them to learn to deal with, what do I do about my traditions? What do we do about going to parties? I don't feel like being out in the social world. So it's very practical.
Okay.
So we have a busy fall, but we feel like it's a great ministry, and we're very happy to offer it in West Tennessee.
And Debbie, is there a fee for these programs and the classes?
The only fee, there's really no fee to come. We do this as part of our ministry. We only ask that people pay for their book. Now, for those one-night sessions, the book is only $5.
Okay.
But for the regular 13-week semester, that book we only charge $10. Now, that is a $15 book, but we do it as part of our ministry. And so we want to make it as easy as possible for people to come. If someone doesn't have the money, they can come for free. We will take care of that. We have people who help us with this ministry. So we don't want money to deter someone from coming to Grief Share.
How do you register, David?
Beg your pardon?
How do you register?
You can register several ways. We try to make it easy. If you have a computer, you can go to griefshare.org and type in Jackson, Tennessee, and then you'll see Calvary Baptist Church. And you just click on those links there at Calvary Baptist Church, and all you do is just enter your name and your email, and you're set to go. Or if you don't have a computer, which, believe it or not, we find people that do not have computers, you can do it the old-fashioned way. You can call our church office at 668-8619 and tell them you'd like to register, or you just like information about Grief Share. They'll put you in contact with me. Or the third and easiest way, just call me. Okay. And you can call me directly at 217-1420. And I'll be glad to talk to you. So we try to make it easy for everybody.
All right. Thanks so much, Debbie.
We appreciate
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Hoping this season people take advantage of this.
Appreciate y'all having us on today. Thank you so much.
So very, very much. We appreciate that. We're David. That's Grief Share. We're gonna go back to our featured performers, and this is Brian Price and family.
Every time I try to make it on my own, every time I try to stand and start to fall, all those lonely roads that I have traveled on, there was Jesus. When the life I built came crashing to the ground, when the friends I had were nowhere to be found, I couldn't see it then, but I can see it now. There was Jesus. In the waiting, in the searching, in the healing and the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Every minute, every moment, where I've been or where I'm going, even when I didn't know it or couldn't see it, there was Jesus. For this man who needs amazing kind of grace, for forgiveness at a price I couldn't pay. I'm not perfect, so I thank God every day. There was Jesus.
There was Jesus.
In the waiting, in the searching, in the healing and the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Every minute, every moment, where I've been or where I'm going, even when I didn't know it or couldn't see it, there was Jesus on the mountain, in the valleys,
There was Jesus.
in the shadows of the alleys,
There was Jesus.
in the fire, in the flood.
There was Jesus.
Always is and always was. No, I never walk alone. You're always there. In the waiting, in the searching, in the healing and the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Every minute, every moment, where I've been or where I'm going, even when I didn't know it or couldn't see it, there was Jesus. There was Jesus.
There was Jesus. There was Jesus.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries. The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Melanie Davis is with us, and she's with Home Instead Senior Care, and she is a home care consultant. Melanie, it's always good to have you with us.
Yes, it's always good to be here. Thank you.
One thing that's about to happen, I know it's outside your area, but one thing that's about to happen in October, at least with some of the senior living facilities, is the state is about to allow them to have visitors again. It's on a graduated basis.
Yes.
I know that's going to be a big relief for a lot of families, Melanie.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. It's been, for many of them, it's been many, many months since they've got to hug their loved one. At least for the start, they'll be able to see them again for a few minutes in person. So.
Yeah. Hope that that'll go. And of course, it depends on how many COVID cases you have or how long it's been since there's been a COVID case, and there's criteria. But
Yeah.
that is a hopeful sign, and our hospitalizations are down significantly. So we're hoping for good things. You want to talk to us today about sons and daughters, people that are caring for those that are at home in the elderly, right?
Yeah. So, one of the big things that we emphasize here at Home Instead is, we come in the home to not only take care of your loved one, but to provide the respite care for the family caregiver, the one that's, being there in the home day in, day out, probably not getting enough sleep, enough time for themselves and their own families, to take a minute for themselves and kind of recharge for a few minutes. And especially now with, COVID impacting the school systems the way it has, they're not only managing their senior loved ones, but a lot of them are having to school their children virtually.
Okay.
So
I
they're
thought about that, but
all sides.
you
And
look
not-
around and everybody's at the house. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And not to mention juggle their job as well. So
Yes, for sure. And that's the big emphasis that we kind of have resources for that we wanted to talk about today is, those who are working, those who are parents, those who are taking care of their own parents is, some resources to help provide some relief for them.
What are those?
So yeah, so one of the big things is just, kind of acknowledging that you are in that situation and that you're not alone. You don't have to get through this alone. And homeinstead.com has several resources for people out there right now. And it's just homeinstead.com/COVID-19. There's all kinds of, suggestions for, how to take a break, how to, start the conversation with your loved one so that it's an easier transition if you decide you need some extra care in the home, home care like we provide, or maybe another family member is going to take over for you a few days a week. But there's conversation starters out there for kind of bringing up those difficult conversations that a lot of people put off because it's hard. So we definitely have those out there. And a lot of times is, noticing the red flags that start to come up in your own life of when you're getting a little too stressed out to take good care of the senior loved one, your children, your spouse, whoever is there in your circle, that you're trying to provide and take care of. So it's, noticing things like when you're starting to get short fused, when you're feeling tired all the time, you're not sleeping well. Sometimes the children and the spouses will start to notice things changing within you, and just being attentive to those and acknowledging that, hey, I need to take a break for a minute, and to not feel guilty about taking that break and going and go for a walk, go get a massage, go whatever it is that brings you joy for a few minutes, and to not feel guilty about taking that time.
And
Where
that's
do
a
we
big
find
one
those again,
too.
Mel?
Yes. I'm sorry, do what, Steve?
Where do we find those again?
Yeah, so homeinstead.com/COVID-19 will lead you to most of those resources. We have a whole resources tab on our website of, things to help relieve the stress on those family caregivers that, you deserve a break. You can't pour from an empty cup,
Right.
So.
We weren't made to do everything.
No.
So.
No.
And sadly, a lot of us think that we were, and we end up running ourselves ragged. So,
Well, there's different people. Mel and I've seen different people have different talents too, and some people are cut out for that, and some are not.
Exactly. Exactly.
you
You just don't have to feel bad if you're not.
That's right.
Mel, it's so good to see you. Thanks a lot for sharing
It's
this
good
time
to
with
have
us.
you, Melanie.
Thank y'all
Very,
so
very
much.
important.
Thank you for sharing those resources.
No problem.
We'll be back with more as we continue. Six in the City.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
Baby, you see, I cannot set you
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Six in the City. I feel like I'm getting addressed by the school marm. You know what I mean? Fuller. You know.
Well, you know,
Like if you'd have been here sooner, you wouldn't have been late. You know what I mean?
He hasn't said anything about the technically challenged, so you should feel better about that.
Like I said, I was out there. I've been knocking on the door for 15 minutes. Nobody would let me into the meeting. You know, nobody would let me in the meeting. You know. We got football coming up Friday night. Liberty is going to be at Northside. It'll be homecoming at Northside, so there'll be a celebration there. Coming off a terrific game last week between Jackson Christian and USJ, and so we got football action coming back up. We've had a lot of Cincinnati Reds baseball on TV6. We'll be doing election returns on November the 3rd. We start advanced voting 2 weeks from Wednesday.
That's right.
This week, so it's like wow, it's right here. You know, suddenly. So what's going on? What's going on in your world?
Well, just wanted to reiterate that for our customers not to forget that they can communicate with JEA via text. All they have to do is text JOIN to 53248 and get their account information and outage information, and they can set an extension, a payment extension. So it's a great opportunity. And then a couple of events that I know, and I know you would enjoy this one, Steve. It's the Women's Clinic. Virtual 5K and walk. It's their Take Your Girls Night Out. They usually have it in the evening.
Okay.
But this year it's going to be a 5K virtual event. You can do it anytime, October 1 through the 4th.
Okay.
More information, go to raceroster.com and type in Take Your Girls Night Out.
All right.
Then something really cool that I think is yoga in the vineyard at Crown Winery. So that's coming up Thursday, October the 1st from 6 to 8 at Humboldt. At Crown Winery in Humboldt. So.
Yoga and wine. There you go. Right after I get through that strawberry bowl down at the Hope Cafe, I'll be there.
You should
Good to see you, Fuller. We're going to close out the
Take-
show. We're pleased to have these folks with us. This is Brian, Price, and family.